every day, threatening a colony's survival. The British Medical Association has written to the Health Secretary saying the NHS system for resident doctor jobs is broken. The union has criticised delays in resident doctors, formerly known as junior doctors, being given key information about their graduate jobs. Charlie Haynes reports.
Derby and that one. Gosh, that's really far from Boston, isn't it?
In 4 months' time, medical student Jane will be a doctor. She's set to work somewhere in the East Midlands, but where exactly? She has no idea.
At this point, I can't do anything. I just have to wait and look at a map. There's a potential I could end up in Derby, Nottingham, Mansfield, Grantham, Lincoln, and Boston. It's a fairly large area. I went into medicine and was told that we needed doctors and that the NHS needs help, and now I've been told that there's no job for me. I'm something called a placeholder. They've even admitted that it could be 3 weeks before I start work that I find out what city I'm living in.
The BMA say around 700 students are in the same situation as Jane. Last year, it was over 1,000. Dr. Hassan Nassar was one of them.
It was very difficult to get a place to live in within a few weeks. So I resorted to having to live in temporary accommodation. I've got multiple colleagues who are talking about going to Australia. These are all highly qualified doctors that were brought up and trained here.
Jane is American, but has lived in the UK since she was 12. She's always wanted to be an NHS doctor, but her situation is making her question that choice.
I want to work for the NHS. I really am passionate about healthcare that's free at the point of access. That really matters to me. When I told my family this was happening, I was in the US and they sat down with me and said, "What are you doing? Just come back because you won't be treated like that here."
Almost a third of medical students said they plan to leave the UK to practice abroad, and close to half of those said they don't plan on returning. The BMA says this is down to the government increasing medical student numbers, a good thing, but not the subsequent jobs they need, and that they don't reserve those jobs for UK-trained doctors. They've written to the Health Secretary to raise their worries.
We're asking the government to do two things. One, expand the foundation programme funding so there's enough posts for all our medical school graduates. And second, when there is insufficient posts, to prioritise our own graduates before recruiting from overseas.
NHS England told us it's working closely with Foundation Trusts to get job information to applicants as soon as possible. For Jane, she's nervous about starting at such short notice.
I'm worried about sort of cruising in to a city I've never been to 3 weeks before the start of my job, thinking I'm turning up for work, but I'm half there because I'm thinking about trying to find an apartment.
Charlie Haynes, BBC News.
12 minutes past 9.